Hi everybody. I promised a haul from all of the things that I got at different thrift stores and garage sales and whatnot while I was on my trip. So I'm going to do the best I can to do that. However, it may take a couple of videos because I have quite a pile behind me and I don't want to make these videos too long. So there may be part one, part two. I don't know. The first thing I want to show you is this lovely yarn that I got. And here's the thing. It is 2-ply. I'm pretty sure it's wool or some other animal fiber. There are 3 colors, and I think the smallest batch has like 18 of these skeins. I got them in a thrift store in, I think, Alpine, Texas. They were just so pretty, and while they're only 2-ply, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'll figure out something. Because there's so much of it. I mean, they're big bags of this yarn, and it was very reasonably priced. The color it was just too yummy. And I don't know if these are natural colors or if they were dyed. I have no idea, to tell you the truth. They have no labels on them. They look like they might have been hand spun. So that is the first thing I wanted to show you. And while I was in the same thrift store, I picked up this. This is raffia ribbon. So basically it's a paper ribbon. And it's an old craft supply, but it's paper. I thought it might be fun to do some kind of cluster thing with it. They were both really a pretty color. They're both real natural colors. This one is another kind of raffia ribbon. This one will unfold, I think. Yeah. But I thought they would be fun in collage. They'd be fun in clusters. They just interested me, and I don't have anything like that in my stash, believe it or not. That's kind of an odd thing for me to say, that I don't have anything like this in my stash. So, got those. The other day on my live stream, I showed these. Now, these were destined for the recycle bin at the RV convention we went to. And what they are is they're a little paper box that folds up. And they actually had packages of cards in them. The company that was handing out cards as a playing cards as a I don't know, what do you call those things? Well, you know, when you go to the fair and you go to all the vendor booths, it's to make you remember the vendor. And these were the boxes they came in, which I thought they were really cool. They unfold like that. There were 2 or 3 different kinds. This is the other outside. And then this one's chocolates. So there was different kinds of designs on them. This one, the insides has fun pictures. This one, the insides is just cards. But I thought it was really interesting. So I gathered those. My husband actually saw her throwing them in a box behind her, like she was going to throw them out, and saved them for me. So then these are a couple of bags that we got from the visitor center in Marfa, Texas. And if you don't know about the Marfa lights, you should really look that up on your on the internet. It's very interesting. We actually did see a Marfa light, which we were really excited about. But I kept these bags because they're made of some kind of fiber, and I thought they might be fun to do something with, paint them or something. I don't know yet. If nothing else, this fabric would make great fortification for a spine. So that's one of the reasons why I kept those. We got a couple of these bags somewhere along the line. They're actually for picking up trash. We were down on a reservoir, and they're for picking up trash, and so you can dispose of it. But it kind of looked like it might be fun for the jelly plate, so I kept a couple of those. This is a book I got while I was gone. I got it because I think that the questions would be really interesting journal prompts. This book has 3,000 questions about me, and it's designed so that you can write your answer in here, but it has very, very interesting journal prompts. And 670 is, do you have in-laws? If so, do you get along with them? Do you act different around a certain person? If so, who? These are very, very interesting, and it makes you think about things, and I really thought that was an interesting book. There's actually an Amazon link down in the description box. It was fun to come home and open all my boxes too. Have to write myself a note. Otherwise I'll forget to put the Amazon link in. I ordered a few things last week. Is where this came from. Oh, these are really cool. Somewhere along the line, we were in a Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree now is not just $1, and that's lid's not on. And they had these. They're pre-pouring paint mixes. They're pouring paint, but they're pre-mixed, so you don't have to go get all of the other stuffs to put in them. And they had some really pretty colors. They were $3 a bottle, which pouring paint can get pretty pricey. I haven't tried them out. I picked them up and I stashed them. Simply because I didn't know if my Dollar Trees would get them or not. So I went ahead and got them. I think there was a pale pink I didn't get because, I'm not really into pale pink. There was no turquoise, which that hurt my feelings because, I want turquoise. But I probably can mix some paint with the white. And but they were $3 a bottle. They are 8 fluid ounces. It also increases paint transparency and dries clear. So I think they'll be fun to play with. And like I said, they were $3 a bottle, and I wasn't sure. You know how Dollar Trees, you can't get everything in all the Dollar Trees. So I just thought I would go ahead and grab them while I could. Let's see, what is a good box for next? This is actually thrift store shopping from last week. So let's see what's here. I have one of these boxes already, but I thought this one would be good to put in the camper. I love these little Isis boxes. They're iris boxes. Iris boxes, not Isis. Excuse me. Iris boxes. I love these little iris boxes. They're 4x6. So I was thinking what I could do is put my odds and ends of things that I want to use to make my postcards for when we're on a trip, and put this actually in the camper with it ready to go. And price was good, so I thought that was a good thing. It snaps real tight. They had a couple of these. They actually had several of these. These are just 4x6 plastic folders from Memory Keepers. And again, I thought it might be good. I have started gathering different state names and little sayings and pictures and things that I can use for my postcards when we're on the road. And I thought these might be handy to put that kind of thing in. So I got a couple of those. This is To Die For Cool. It took me a minute to figure it out, but it's a postage stamp punch. And y'all know I like postage stamp stuffs. So I picked it up, and I had people with me, so I couldn't really look at it real close. And I'm thinking, and then I'm looking, how do you put the paper in? The paper's, okay, oh, it doesn't work. What am I going to do? And then I got to thinking that maybe it came apart. And it does. This is designed so you can punch anywhere on your paper. So if you already have an image and you want to punch it out, you can punch anywhere on your paper, because you can put the image that you want right in your, I hold on to it with this piece and it snaps right into place. Now what's really interesting is, and it took a minute to figure this out, it won't sit right at all if it's not lined up. And if you turn it just right, the magnets will actually oppose themselves. They won't line up properly. It has a little cut off on the side. Where's the other one? And there's a dent off on that side. And I'm pretty sure that this was another Creative Memories punch. But the idea behind it, instead of having it punch right along the edge, if I want to punch out this space right here, and of course I'd have to line it up more carefully, but I can punch right in the middle of my piece, and I end up with this really cool little postage stamp. Isn't that cool? I was real kind of excited to get that. And these I picked up, and I thought they were taped, so I didn't get to see them real well. And I had hoped that there were little pictures on them, and then there weren't. It's not a big deal. But they're kids' pocket trivia. So they have some interesting, fun questions on them. And it's not like I won't use them for something. They just didn't excite me as much as I had hoped, because they were, what shall I say? They didn't have any pictures. I like pictures. You guys know I like pictures. So, okay, what's in here? Don't know. We'll find out. Oh, this was another thrift store day. And y'all know I kind of collect Rolodexes and Rolodex cards. And these were 50 cents, which is a really good price. They're still kind of thin, but by the time you do collage and stuff on them, they should be good. They were the larger square ones. I have several Rolodexes and they take different size cards. So I didn't know how many of these I had. I was standing there. I got them for 50 cents. Sure thing. Okay, let's see if we can keep the avalanche from happening. Okay. This was just too pretty to leave. I just thought that was the cutest picture on the front. I think this would make a really cute journal. Leaving the cover all worn and fragile like that. And then there's not a lot of pictures in here, but the color of the pages is real nice. And then there are some really nice pictures in here. Illustrations rather than pictures. And then, like I said, the color of the paper was really nice. So I always like books like that. This one has some interesting pictures in it. I kind of grabbed it because of some of the sayings in it. Women could be arrested for smoking in public in New York City. It's like, okay. Now, some of it wasn't really interesting, but I also liked the font that was happening and these little borders. So there's not as much in this one but see, look at the pretty borders on this. So some of this stuff was stuff I wouldn't use, but some of it was. And there was some interesting images. Probably shouldn't have gotten it, but you know me and books. This one, I think I got because of the illustrations in it. Yes, this one has some amazing illustrations in it. It was just too yummy to pass up. Even with all the books I have, these images were just yummy, and I just thought I had to have it. Just had to have it. And there's a lovely little fairy. But there are a lot of small images. There are these big full page images, which are going to be a little harder to use, but I should be able to maybe cut pieces out of the bigger images to use. But I just thought that was gorgeous. That one didn't make me unhappy at all. I also pick up books for reference. So sometimes books are for me to keep, not to use in my journal kind of thing. And this one is one of those reference books that I wanted to read more about. It talks about seeds from a lot of different kinds of plants that I wouldn't have ever tried to collect seeds from. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And so, you know, this is more of a reference book for me than anything else. And that is true with this one. I believe somewhere along the line, I wanted this book when Brandon was little. For those of you who don't know, my son's allergic to food, a lot of different kinds of food. So feeding him was a little different than feeding another child. Once we found out all the things he's allergic to and all the things he can't have because he's allergic to eggs. He can't have chicken but once every 4 days, things like that. So this was one of those books, and I don't ever follow a recipe, but recipes interest me, and then I kind of wing it from there, because like if I didn't have powdered ginger, I would use the other spices and be done with it, or use something else that I had. So those are reference books. I couldn't pass those up. They're just too cute. Oh, they're cute. I'm just trying to make a pile, guys. This is another book that I got as a reference book, and it's really funny, but I watched a YouTube video a couple of days ago that talked about this book, and I got this book as a reference book. I haven't even had time to look at it yet, but it had some very interesting information in it. But she talks about creating garden beds on soil that is not good for growing anything, and how she does her, makes her beds in a, like a pile. So that was one of the things that I picked up as a reference book. Then, like I said, these were just too dang cute. They were so cute, and they were in this baggie like this. They are not old, not for the most part. Most of them are from kids' meals. Now, by old, I mean that they're not trademarked from the very beginning, but they were, this copyright 1953, but they were in kids' meals. Okay, I think one of them told me when the kids' meals were out, but I thought those were just adorable little, now that's Pound Puppies, that doesn't excite me as much as some of the others. But you know, I have golden books, and I want to do some little golden book journals, and I thought that it would be a lot of fun to put one of these into a bigger journal that was the same story. So and I have a few where I have the same story as a bigger book. Now, some of them, see, these are, and this is Lifesavers. This wasn't Hardy's. The ones that actually have the golden book edges are from Hardy's, and these others are from Lifesavers. So I just thought they were precious as all get out, so I had to have them. It was just one of those things. And you know, this would be cute in a December daily, because it's a Christmas Christmas tale. You know, it's a little Christmas story. Be cute in a December daily, that kind of thing. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. And these were just too pretty. They're just too pretty. I didn't count them to make sure it's a complete deck, because I wanted them for the image that was on the back of them. There again, I think they will be really cool journal cards. They are kind of orange, but they're a dark fall type orange. They're a fall mom. So in a fall journal with leaves and things, or other flowers, or a garden journal, something like that, I thought that'd be real pretty in. And y'all know I collect golden books. This one's in pretty sad shape, but it's still got some life left in it. So I picked it up. It was a story, I don't remember the story, so I thought that was fun. It's very kind of, oh, I don't know. It just appealed to me, the colors in it. I actually didn't remember buying that one. I don't usually buy the Donald Duck ones. I must have just grabbed. You know, there, like I said, there were times when I had other people with me that weren't as Jeffrey will wander, and then if he's bored, he'll go to the car and take a nap. But when I have other people with me, I can't always take a lot of time. But this one, I thought this would make a fun journal too. And most of these were in really good shape. I love this one. I love the Friendly Bunny. This one would make a great garden journal, because it's, you know, all about the bunny in the garden. So, and Bambi was one of my son's favorite movies when he was little. So this one I might make into a journal and write things about my son, just to remember things. So that was those. has images in it, but I think that before I use it for images, I kind of bought it more as a reference book. I don't know until I've read it more whether or not it's a reference book I need to keep or, you know, let go. But that was, well, I got that one. And then I got this, and this is definitely a reference book that I wanted to keep. Now, there's a lot of things in here that will not grow in our climate, which is not a problem, but at the same time, if you know which ones do and which ones don't, and it tells you somewhere, yeah, it gives you zones and heat zones and things like that, because we get a lot of heat, but we also get a lot of rain. See, here's the zone thing. So I thought that was an interesting reference book. And you know, any reference book can always be cut up later. So, and this is The Tale of Peter Rabbit. And when I see these little tiny books, I always grab them because the illustrations are absolutely adorable. I think that, and there's an illustration on almost every page. This one's in pretty sad shape, but it's just, the illustrations are just gorgeous to me. So I'll probably tear that one up and use the illustrations in a journal somewhere along the line. Then I got this. It's never been opened, so we're going to open it and see if it works. That is, if we can get it open. Let's see if I have scissors. Ooh. It's just numbers, and I'm not sure, you know, for $1.50 I thought I'd try it out, see what would happen. It's self-inking, so if it doesn't have enough ink in it, I may have to re-ink the stamp pad. There we go. Come on out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. But you guys know I like numbers, and well, that's just a bunch of ones. So you can just put numbers just everywhere. Oops. Apparently I didn't get them lined up. Okay. Okay, where is it? Huh. Okay, where does the line have to be? Have to learn how to use your new toys. That's the deal. I'll have to play with it a little bit, but I really like it. It's just, I just wanted it for, you know, putting odds and ends and numbers around on a page, and I think it'll work real nice. I don't know that it has any instructions on that. Where did the thing go? Adjust number bands, includes extra ink pad. Oh, there's an extra ink pad. But it's definitely inky enough, so just a self-inking numbered stamp. So I'm pleased with that. That's just going to live right there so that I can just put numbers on pages when I want to. And I'm sure I could actually number pages like in a book, but I really wanted it more to just randomly stamp on a mixed media page. So let's see. We're up to 30 minutes. let's do one more sack of stuff or one more pile of stuff, and then maybe we should end this video. Partially because I'm getting hungry. I'm going to need some breakfast or lunch or whatever that is. This, isn't that a pretty box? While we were in Red Bay, there was a couple down the way in the campground from us, and he smoked 2 cigars a day. And right before we left, I asked him what he did. This is Jeffrey's cigar band. I asked him what he did with his cigar boxes, and he said he usually threw them out. And I said, oh, that hurts my feelings. And he said, well, I have one. Do you want it? I said, of course I want it. Isn't that the most beautiful box? It's a really pretty box. So he gave it to me. So I have this lovely new cigar box, which I think is about the right size to hold, oh, maybe it would hold my little zines. So it might be a zine box. I haven't decided yet. Oh, okay. Oh, these are, we went to a Gem and Mineral show in Deming, New Mexico. Let me see if I can bring you in. Let's turn this bag upside down. There are actually more things that we got from the Gem and Mineral show, but they're not in here, so I'll have to do another thing some other time. But I got these from the Gem and Mineral show. They are fossils. And I wanted one. I'm going to put this little one on my postcard album. They're drilled at the top so you can hang them like a bead. But I thought they would make really cool book jewelry. This is a big one. Did I show you that one already? I can't remember. Anyways, so that was one of the things we got at the Gem and Mineral show. At the same time, there's more things like that, but they're just not in the house, and so we'll have to look at those another day. They weren't in my stash of stuff. They were in a rock tub. We had to actually go to the store and buy an extra tub to bring home rocks. I told my husband I was going to have to get him to move the video, the long trailer. This was from another garage sale. And I thought these were just real pretty. So I got them. There were 2 of these. This one needs to be washed a little better, but I thought they were pretty, and I thought they would make a nice piece on the front of a journal. And then there was this piece, which I thought was really pretty too. And there again, I thought that would be, it would make nice pockets or journal tucks or anything. I don't remember what I paid. They were real reasonable. And they had this, and it was real reasonable, so I picked it up. It's charcoal, graphite charcoal, and I use these woodless graphite pencils quite a bit. And then it has some sticks in it. Now the sticks are a little bit broken, but I figured that for what I paid for it was very reasonable. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. Let's see. We got time for one more little bag. I think so. Maybe. No, maybe we'll do these things. Since I showed you the boxes, I might show you the cards and things. My hands are full of this. So, okay, this is the company that had the cards that they were in those funny boxes that I showed you at the beginning of the video. They were Custom Glass Solutions. They're an insurance company specifically designed for RV glass. We don't have them because our Florida insurance handles it, but that's just a deck of playing cards, and I got it as a freebie from one of the vendors at the convention. And then the FMCA booth had playing cards as well, and I got these from one of the vendors, and they just say FMCA RV and Family on them. But, you know, we all use cards quite a bit in different things. So, I got those. And then this was a fun thing. Okay, now, HWH is a thing that does support systems for your RV. And it says stop the rock and make a date with HWH. They put steering stabilizers and shocks and all kinds of things on RVs. But it has this pinned in calendar, and there were more calendars, and I thought that it might be fun to do some kind of an art thing where you could change the piece out, which it was just one of those things. I thought it might be fun. So I picked it up, and we'll see if I ever get to it. But I thought it was really fun because it's weighted. So, I know. I guess this notepad's in here. Maybe I probably needed it over here is why. And I got myself a new one of these because, these always get tore up or quit going in and likes of that. So, okay, guys, I have another full video of stuff for a haul video. So I think because this has gotten well over half an hour that I will do a second part 2. And besides the fact that I need some food, I think I'm getting hungry. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you like this video. Leave me a comment. Tell me what your favorite thing was that I picked up. I have too many favorites, so that really doesn't count. And I'll be back in a day or so with another video. Okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye.